Welcome everybody. It is Bathurst 1000, 2 days before Christmas. Would you look at that? It is a toasty day. When I mean toasty, it literally is toasty. Track temperature when I looked at it, was in the 40s, so it's going to be a bit toasty. Skies are clear with a 10 kilometer southeasterly wind. Track length of 6 kilometers at an altitude of 708 meters above sea level. Oh, the track temperature is 49 degrees Celsius or 120 degrees Fahrenheit. As always, with me today is Craig King. Craig, how are we?
G'day, mate. Doing well. Absolutely choking it right here. Having a bit of a barbie. Honestly, it is hot. Before you see 49 Celsius, 120 Fahrenheit, it was 53 Celsius when they were practicing. Which did get a nice comment. I don't want to name and shame, but Pascal Race Control did comment during the driver's briefing saying, I don't know why it's so hot for December, forgetting that Australia is currently in the summer. One of the hottest racetracks you'll see outside of oval racing, and it's Bathurst for the penultimate round of the RacingSimRigs World Series. And one of my favorite tracks. Not to race that because I'm absolutely terrible at it, I just love it. So, really looking forward to it. And we've got the amateurs already out there starting their laps, and I think I see who's the first one out. Who's to set a lap will be Christian Furs in the Raidillon TV
Curry.
Just coming around Forest Elbow and down the Conrod Straight right now. So
we do have a new car, though.
Will be the first one. We have a new car and two drivers driving it. Andrew Miller, one of them. I tell you what. Remember the jokes about how the M8 was always big?
Yeah.
I just looked at them, and then you look at the back of this BMW, and oh mama, it's a big boy.
Is she thick?
Like, literally, I look at chase camera most of the time. You see the nice lines of the Lamborghini. You see those lovely lines of that Ferrari with the wing. I love those lines. You know, and you move in as well. The Audi's there with its blocky back, but it's just unique. And we got a McLaren today. And then you come to the BMW, and it is big. So
Still not as big as the Lamborghini, though.
I don't know. It just stands out. It's very blocky at the back. It's a weird shape at the back. I think because the wheel wells in a traditional BMW, like the Z4 was, are just flared a bit wider on the back. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what it is. It gives off, when you're looking from behind, it gives off a touring car look, this GT3. And
then we also have the return of the MP4 of 12C, Spencer Vick, isn't it?
Like I was saying, yeah, we've got the McLaren, Spencer Vick with Valhalla Simsport. He's just coming around. He set a 207. He set a 207, 203. Respectable lap time, really. The McLaren. I think it might struggle in the straights a little bit, but I'm really curious to see what it does around the corners. That's one of my favorite. That would be one of my favorite things to see. By the way, the first BMW to set a lap is Andrew Miller with a 207.070. About 0.8 of a second slower than Christian Furs' first lap, which was a 206.251.
Oh, well, Andrew Miller just, oh my goodness gracious, just ate the wall.
Did it just flip on its own?
Yes, it did.
Oh. Can we take a little moment for Louis, who is banned from this race? Penalty points, yes. Unfortunately, Louis Eggerson excluded for penalty points. He's got the Ranga Nathan treatment, almost a Matapan treatment when he was on 11 penalty points. So yeah, the penalty points in effect for the season for the series. And unfortunately, Louis Eggerson will not be taking part this week. We've got 26 cars today. I think I counted, maybe 27. So we'll see. I'm just trying to see if anybody else is about to set some time. Simon Dodd about to set his first time in the Eclipse Ferrari, coming around Murray's corner right now. He's going to cross the line. I'm not expecting something too fast, and in fact, it's an invalid lap. He must have had a 0x.
Christian Frey is sitting at 205.322, putting him in good stead. Colin Bowman's next to come around. Where does he land? He's a second, just over a second, 2.1 behind Christian Furs. Does he set a better lap? He does, but he's still very far away. Thomas Dangerous up next. Andrew Miller won't be setting another lap because, well, they all ate the M4. And he doesn't improve either, so it's up to Spencer Vick. What does he do? He goes third with a 206.782. So that's a good lap from him.
He's still got another lap. He's still got another lap as well. No, he doesn't. Sorry, he's pulling in. I'm looking at other people. Harry Wills will be the last one to set a lap. Simon Don and Christian Stockel still need to set a lap. Zachary Yama has just stopped on track. Did not see what happened there to him. Was that... Oh! Came down into the dipper, lost it at the dipper and spun around for Yama. Got off the track pretty quickly and thankfully nobody was there. Here's Dan Merchant stepping in for VRT this week. He's going to cross the line with P10 originally with a 208.710. He's going to be crossing... No, he's just getting some more reconnaissance lap by the looks of it because that was lap 3. No, that was the second qualifying lap.
That was his, invalid lap.
So the last man I see on the track... Well, we've got Mark Bailey just crossing the line right now. Does he go faster? Yes, a 208.402. Lydon Lee will go a 2:0. Well, no, he does not. He does not. So what does Harry Wills do? Looks like he's binned it. Where did Harry Wills bin it is the question. Ooh, that's an interesting place that he hits the wall. Oh, he clips the wall going up McPhillamy. And before he even gets to McPhillamy, even around Solman, he just loses the car. So Simon Dodd and Christian Stockel will be the last two cars to cross the line.
Uh-oh. He crossed it. Didn't. Crossed it too early, I think.
I think he knew it was an invalid lap. So he crossed it too early. Christian Stockel will be the last man to attempt to set a lap. And he sets a lap at 209.943 in the BMW. It's a lap. At the end of the day, it is a lap.
The backfire from that exhaust is something else because it just keeps going on and on and on. It just goes.
Nice stuff. It's nice.
Waiting for the pros to come out now.
Yeah, we get the pros now. From what I've heard, they might hold back the final ones just for a bit of drama. Be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to that. Also, have you been? I just noticed the top 5 for amateurs are all the 5 classes racing, apart from my poor Ford. Literally, Ferrari, Lambo, McLaren, Audi, and BMW. Shush.
James Armstrong out. Uthman Aloui also out for RSR Sports. The boys with the Lamborghini toys are out.
Everybody with the Lambo. By the way, Uthman Aloui, as we were saying with Dan Merchant as well, just filling in for the teams. Of course, we've got the team championship as per usual, so that's one to always look out for. And of course, you're probably now going to be asking me, well, Craig, then why haven't you talked about the team championship? Because I've been too busy telling you about how good the pro and the amateurs are at the moment. And let's start, as he sounds like he is lagging in a different area, let's start with the amateurs for the moment. We always do the pros first. Let's build it up this time. Top 10 in the amateurs. Christian Furs, Raidillon TV Racing, 563. Harry Wills, 526. Thomas Dandridge for VRT White, 523. Andrew Miller for Evo, 329. Zachary Yama for VRT, 302. Tim Shestag for Team RC, 294. And Callum Beaumont for Evo with 291. Simon Dodd for Year 1, but of course it's now eclipsed, 276. Joshua Meyer still there despite no longer racing at the moment due to other commitments, 249. Tied with Gavin Boyer, also not here at the moment for Valhalla, on 249. So of course, what about the pros? Well, Oscar Copeland's on a solid 600 for RSR. Then Jesse Jones on 556 in second. Milan Tikin for Dynamic, 520. Julian Kesselhut for the Austrian Sim Racers, who I do not see. Yes, he is here tonight. I do apologise. 509 in that battle for P3. It's going to be a close one between those two. Ollie Steinbratter no longer racing due to other commitment for RSR, 439. Jonas Dreyer for Raidillon TV 328. Louis Eggleston suspended for the race 266. Neil Butler 253 for Evo Racing. Chris Daines was year 1, of course, now Eclipse 250. James Armstrong is not here 237. So it's all to play for, really, when you look at it. So some of the, at the top, and of course, while we are talking about it, we better talk about the team position, because there's a reason RSR and VRT have got these subs in for them. RSR sitting at the top with 16-16. VRT with 10-44. And Raidillon TV in third with 8-9-1. Just holding off Evo on 8-7-3 for the top 3. Come on, Raidillon TV. You can do it.
Well, so we're meant to be winning something. I thought that was last place, but our drivers are doing very well for themselves.
Taylor Lane and no, Jonas Dreyer, sorry. Taylor Lane, Jonas Dreyer and Christian Furs. Christian Furs has just been solid all season. I'm touching wood as I say that. I don't want to curse him. He's been solid all season.
You just cursed him.
No, I touched the wood. I knocked on wood. Totally fine. Totally fine. Do not worry about it.
James Armstrong going down Skyline into... Ooh, the S's coming down the hill. Or the S's of death, because there's walls on either side, and if you touch any of them, and you get ejected... Oh, dear. By the way...
Yeah, go on.
A sneak peek for what I'm working on Season 3. It's going to be up on your screens in a little over a second, or a little over a minute.
I have seen this. I have seen this. I will hold my excitement. People will be seeing it shortly. And I'm just watching. Not a very good chase there for Armstrong. I'll wait and see. Uthman Alawi will come across the line very shortly. Invalid lap, I think. I'm just seeing. No, he does go pulse right. 205.162. Cross it later than the 40 would. Goes pole. 205.162. Armstrong's going to be crossing the line. 205.679. It's P2 for the pros. Third fastest time, though.
Do you see it yet?
Hello, James Armstrong. That's not exactly what you're driving. Neil Butler, by the way, P3 for the pros, 205.817. Very good time out there for him.
Yes, so what we're working on is side-on views of all the competitors' cars. I'm hoping I can get the livery sorted for when Season 3 drops. It's going to be impossible, I know, but bear with me. As Othman Aloui does a 205.162.
Now, Rob, I've got to say something. He's not French. You don't need to put a French flair to it. Just remember that. Just remember
so
that.
I'll just say Alawi.
It is Alawi. It is Alawi. Uthman Alawi. Yes, I know. But, yeah. Like you would say we. Like you say we in French. O-U-I, we. But don't put the French, it's not Alawi. It's Alawi.
Ooh, James Armstrong having a good exit onto the... onto the back straight on towards the chase.
Down to Conrod. Down Conrod. I'm just also watching what Alawi is going to be doing as he comes to the chase himself. While you're watching Armstrong. And that's a clean line from Alawi around the chase. We'll see what he's going to come down Murray's right now. What about... I just want to keep an eye on James Armstrong, how he takes it. Takes it a lot smoother this time. Much smoother. The track temperature, by the way, is 47. It has gone down a little bit. But Alawi coming across the line right now. Does he go faster? You bet he goes faster. 204.820. James Armstrong, has he got anything to respond with? He comes across the line. 206.131. It's not faster. It is not faster. So, what can Neil Butler do? Can he upset the apple cart and go provisionally P2 or P1 for the pros? Oh, a little bit of extra braking coming around Murray's corner, and he's on the curb. That is going to hold him off. He's got a little bit of time. Yep, and it's an invalid lap.
And that is where he stays in fourth position, but he'll have to contend with the likes of other cars as they go on. Northman is actually doing the sighting lap. He pulled in.
Well, Now it's time for the big boys. They were kept to one side, and now we get the top drivers in the pros. They're coming out, and they're going to be in the old format, Rob. Remember the old format? Just one every so many seconds? It's going to be hot racing. Chris Daines will be the first one out. I think Milan Tikins might be the next one out. I'm not sure.
He's been in the pits for the longest time. Ever since... Oh my god, what's that? Milan Tikins, he's running a... Is he running a team livery? His actual team livery?
Wow.
Rutger Wygen of Manatee in the green Mean Machine. It's a green Mean Machine, but it's not the Ford. It is the Lamborghini. He's kept the same girth. Well, it is a Mean Machine.
No,
I mean, look how wide it is.
But it's the Ford is the Mean Machine. Just exact my Ford, Rob. Okay, please.
The Ford
please.
is dead.
No. The Ford was my partner, and you took it away like Romeo and Juliet. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that.
How did you get Romeo and Juliet from that? Hang on a minute.
We're in love, Rob.
What, you and that Ford? Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I drove it in the GT Challenge Fun races. It was interesting.
Where my boy Coper at?
Yeah, he's not out yet.
Oh, we do have Jones out though. Jones is getting ready to flex that RSR muscle as he takes a crack at the mountain. It's going to be interesting to see how each of the different cars handles it, because as we both know, Bathurst is it's not kind under any regard.
It's not kind, but it's a track where you think there's not a lot of overtaking places. And then we did the Major Series a few weeks ago, and then we saw overtakes that I never thought was possible, which apparently is possible. To give you an idea, we saw an overtake around the outside of Griffins and Reed. So that's the corners just after the cutting, and you start going up the hill, going around the outside there. Just set them up fantastically. We saw some other moves as well. Some, the standard moves into the chase. Maybe a couple just setting yourself up into Forest Elbow. So they are doable. It's just that you've got to be careful. And that was a 20-minute race for the Major Series. This is 30.
30 minutes.
Yeah, but each race is 30, if you see what I mean. That extra 10 minutes compared to that 20 minutes we saw in the Majors is going to be all the difference. Because you don't have to be so quick to make moves. And, of course, another thing was those drivers had fast repairs. There's no fast repairs here today.
Yeah, it is. If you've been it, you're done, essentially, because the walls of Bathurst are none too kind to cars, as we've seen with Andrew Miller's car. That one definitely did not look good as it got flipped over by the wall.
The wall said no. You've got to treat the wall like you gotta take it out to dinner first. Just gotta keep it nice, Don't go, don't do anything erratic with it. Just treat it right. It will treat you right. And unfortunately, that's what happens if you don't treat it right. It will grab you and flip you over without you knowing.
We have Oscar T. Coper. He's already putting the pedal to the metal, or the pedal to the metal.
For his outlap as well.
Yeah, for his outlap. Yeah, exactly. His outlap's going to be quick.
Well, Chris Daines is about to set the first lap out of the finale drivers. I'm not sure what you would call them, but he's coming around Murray's right now. That's a nice corner. Doesn't get too much of that curve to slow him down. It's a 2:05.266. It's P2 for Chris Daines, and I don't think he's going to go again. By the looks of it, no. Rutger Wygen will be the next one in that Manatee Lamborghini. He's coming down Conrod, about to hit the chase. Remember in the old days how there wasn't a chase here? It was just a straight line. So how times have changed. Comes around, how smooth it, clips the inside apex very nicely, goes around, back tries to come out, but he is fine. Under the Armour All Bridge he goes. He's going to break at the 200 mark, just after the 200 mark there, about 150 maybe. Ooh, that didn't extend too wide on the apex, but it's a 2:05.142. It is P2 for the Manatee driver.
Neil Antikin's about to set his first lap. And I'm pretty sure it is his team livery. Go Google it. I think it is his team livery.
That would not surprise me. That would not surprise me in the slightest. But he will come across the line. And it's an invalid lap. He's going to have to go again.
Backfire on that Lamborghini is... Ooh, so good. Ooh, it's good. Jesse Jones coming around. Chase on towards Murray. He'll be looking to set his first lap. Let's see what he does. Does the RSR make it a 1-2-3? Because remember, Uthman Alaoui, he is RSR boy today. Ole Steinbraten. Oh my goodness gracious. 204.796. He slaps it in pole. And he's got another lap to do it. Remember, Uthman did it on his second lap. He made the 204.820 on his second lap. Jesse blasted it out of the water on his first lap. So he's going to be out one to watch. Where is Coper? Coper is just coming into the chase. Ooh, did he have a slow chase? Wonder if he got the car a little bit upset. He'll have another chance to set a lap, so not the end of days. As long as
he went really hard in it, didn't he? He went
he
really
did.
hard into that corner, overshot it. It's a 205.015 though. It's enough for P3. But what could have been? He's got another chance though. Jesse Jones and Oscar are the last two cars to set laps. Oh, Milan Tikin, sorry, and Wyjin still out there. In fact, Wyjin's about to come across the line into the last four.
Rutger has got a bit of a scrape on his front right there. I just saw that, so he's kissed the wall a little bit. Does he set another lap?
No, it won't be. It won't be if he's not. It is 205,
It's
289.
slower.
Yeah, well, if you kiss the wall, yeah, it's going to be slower. All right, what about Milan Tikins? What about Milan Tikins? I've actually lost Milan Tikins on my list.
He's just coming around Murray.
Coming around Murray's corner, and look at this! 205.640! It's good enough for P5. What can Jesse Jones do? It's the battle of the RSR guys right now.
Are you sure that's P5? Because on my eyes, it's P7.
Yeah, but it's P5 for the pros.
P6 for the pros.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, it is P6 for the pros. Jesse Jones and Oscar Coper are the last ones to go. Can Jesse increase? Can extend the lead? Slides that Lamborghini. And it's not faster. It's 204.916. It all comes down to Oscar Coper down the chase. So let's just put our feet up. You know, it's a nice long straight. Come on. Put your feet up for the chase. 205.015 was the first time. Hey, you can snore. Like I said, just remember when this was a straight line. You could still see the old remnants there as he comes around the little kink into the chase. But this is where they go nowadays. Brakes at the 200 line. That's a better corner. That's better than compared to last time. It looks like he might get away with this. Under the Armor All Bridge he goes. Again, he breaks around the 100 mark. About 75 almost. Interesting. Just after 100. Around the corner. Doesn't want to catch that curb. Doesn't. He does well. Comes across at the 204.374. Almost half a second faster than his teammate. Wow.
He threw that in the gauntlet. And well, there's nobody else to spectate. He's like, are you appeased now? Are you happy now? I set the best lap.
Just think of that gladiator. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained with my best lap in the world? I think that's everybody done qualifying, I think. There's no
it is indeed.
Yeah, there's no hyperpole this week. So here are your qualifying results. This is as of right now. Funny that. Oscar Coper with a 204.374 and Jesse Jones and Uthman Alaoui in the second and third for the RSR boys. So they've locked down 1, 2, 3 again. Well done to them. Rutger Wyjin in a 205.142. Chris Danes, 205.266. The lead amateur of Christian Furs did a 205.322. With Milan Tikins doing a 205.640. James Armstrong, a 205.680. Neil Butler, a 205.817. Callum Bowman, a 206.081. And we got Spencer Vick with a 206.782. Thomas Danger with 206.836. Andrew Miller did a 207.071. Is good enough for 13th position, with 14 going to Matt Heatrick of a 207.418 fame. Taylor Lane with a 207.676. Leiden Lee 207.902. Dean Timms 207.955. Mark Bailey 208.403. Dan Merchant with a 208.710. A Zachary Yama with a 209.775. And Christian Stuckel with a 209.943.
We had 6 drivers who I cannot confirm if they all went out and qualified and did not settle up or did not, but Liam Ahern, Simon Dodd, Tim Shestag, Harry Wills for the amateurs, Julian Kesselhut, and Chris Hamer for the pros. That is the list, as they say.
That is the list. Now we're waiting for the race session to go up. It'll be a bit.
That's a lovely camera, by the way. That's a lovely camera. You're just going down the quarry, the mountain straight there. Where did you get that camera from, Rob?
It's funny you should say that. I got that cam from Track Cams 2.
Wow. Do they provide all your cameras?
They provide all of our cameras. Yes, indeed.
that was the weirdest. I'm never gonna segue it ever again.
Yeah, that was like those infomercials. It's like flex tape all over again. It's like, hi, it's Phil Swift here with flex tape.
I'm sure we could do infomercials ourselves. Hi, it's Raidillon TV here with the only thing that you need. Yes, this is the bright light. The brightest flashlight on the market. Yeah.
Yeah, what we need is actually a new GPU, if I'm being honest.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting a fund. I need a new GPU. My one's dying. It's unfortunate, but it does happen every now and again. GPU dies.
You know how those streamers have like the bar at the top of their screen or the bottom saying what they're currently saving up money for and like putting their donations to. Don't do that.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Don't put it on the bar. you just stop the broadcast. Oh, we got the money! We got the money! It's just out of nowhere. Well,
we're just.
This is our last stream before Christmas.
Yes, indeed. We won't be here Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. We'll be back on Sunday with the Fanatec GT Challenge. As I mentioned, oh yes, that's gonna be.
Rob, I've heard that a certain driver has been driving around Watkins this week.
Who's that?
Oh, it's Utmon Aloe. Okay, Aloe. Okay,
oh yeah, okay. Utman Aloe is.
Wait, don't have a French flair. No.
Yeah, fuck you.
No. Okay. For those who are unaware, every time we get some names, and we always, for some reason, because we're used to like seeing French names, we put a French flair on it. You know, it's we get Gavin Boyette, and sometimes it's Boyer. That Rob puts by accident, and I think the best one we had was Stefan It was Stephen Walkup, but it was pronounced Stefan, and we just thought we kept it with Stefan.
Yeah, I thought it was Stefan Walkup.
Yeah, it's Stephen Walkup apparently.
So we've been getting it wrong for how long now?
He told us, and I remember the comment. He also said, "Blame my parents."
I'll blame your parents. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Which one is
right,
it?
Anyway, I believe the server is up.
Oh, yes. I think it's this one. Yes, it is. I think it is.
But yes, we won't be here, so I haven't got you anything for Christmas, Rob. I'm sorry.
Really? You didn't even get me a GPU?
No.
The one thing I desperately need? Wow.
Look, I queued up for hours, okay? And they ran out. What was that film of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 90s where they were after that last toy? Oh. I mean, deja vu. Like, I feel like I've asked this before. There was a film in the 90s where this bloke was trying to get the last certain toy for Christmas, and his opposition was Arnold Schwarzenegger or something like that. I can't. Someone's going to tell me and remember, and just then they're going to call me an old fart. Because
but you are an old fart.
Jingle all the way! Yes, yes, William. Thank you. Yes.
Turbo Mando.
Yeah,
What?
that's what it was called. That was what it was called. The Turbo Mando. I remember now. And he could not get the last one. Oh, thank you, William. You've made my day. That's made my
Made your week, apparently.
Rob always makes my day.
But
yeah. Happy Festivus.
Happy Festivus if you celebrate Christmas. Happy Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy Friday. Happy Hanukkah. Happy I don't know what else is there.
Kwanzaa? Is
Kwanzaa a thing? Happy Memus. How about that? Happy Memus from us at Raidillon TV.
Happy holidays, I think, is the best thing, like they say in America. William says that Jingle All the Way is one of the top 5 Christmas movies. Die Hard has to be there. Just end the story. Die Hard has to be there.
What do you mean Die Hard has to be there?
Die Hard's a Christmas movie, and it is one of the best.
I mean,
Christmas
it
movies.
is a Christmas movie, but it's like that's like saying it's a Christmas movie.
All right. Put it like this: BBC Radio 2 actually did a poll, right, with the listeners, which you can listen to. I'm not going to tell you what was number 1, but Die Hard was number 2.
Was the Die Hard 2 was number 1?
That would be brilliant. That was like that was like years ago. BBC did the asked the viewers to vote for the top 10 Family Guy episodes. Number 7 was Lois kills Stewie. Number 6 was Stewie kills Lois, which was really bad because technically you watched them in the wrong order because they had to do the countdown. To the point that the next weekend, a few days later, they said, "We know people were mad at us, so we're going to play them both in the correct order just to keep people happy."
I mean, I'd be mad as well if that got spoiled for me. If I was an avid Family Guy
I've
guy.
gone in the wrong session.
Yes, silly goose. I'm in the right session. Because I use I was about to say lubricant, but it's like we don't use lubricant. It's like what can I lubricate? My keyboard? My mouse?
I don't know.
Imagine that.
12 films of Christmas. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not going to spoil it because a lot of people probably would want to see it themselves.
Yeah, and they would definitely be very very angry if you spoiled it for them.
I mean, some people probably want to watch it and some people don't. I don't know. Oh, Reed, sorry. It's a very good list, actually. Very good list.
But just as an aside, guys, if you wish to become a member of our channel, we do have memberships. We're still trying to find that first one. That special someone. Well, that special someone.
Find your special someone this Christmas.
Yeah.
No, don't donate to Radio TV.
What do you mean?
No, do, but don't take my
Yeah, you just said do. Now you said don't. Now you said do. We've impacted consumer confidence in us.
Yeah, but it's like subliminal messaging. I don't want to sign subliminal, but
That was the opposite of subliminal. That's just you saying no. Subliminal has an ear of sarcasm. You are definitely not sarcastic.
I was saying donate to Raidillon TV this Christmas. Remember, Raidillon TV is for life, just for Christmas.
I know you got me sad because now I remember all them dogs.
Right, don't remind me of that, please.
You've made me sad. Anyways, on a serious note, we are looking to get our hardware upgrades and hardware fixes for Raidillon TV. If you can consider supporting us in any way, it'd be very much appreciated. Donation links are in the description. You can also become a member on the YouTube channel or donate on YouTube directly. You can do super chats, you can do all that kind of fun stuff. Because we are decked out in YouTube. We are YouTube blinged. Yeah, I think I got that right.
Really? So, do you have the YouTube logo wrapped around your neck like a necklace, like an 80s MC?
No. I'm blinged out. I'm not cringe.
That isn't cringe.
Who would have a necklace with the YouTube logo as a centerpiece?
Many people.
Maybe Susan Wojcicki, yeah, but she's the CEO. She's literally the CEO of YouTube. She can go out and anything she wants. To be honest, I imagine she probably does. She probably has like a YouTube logo livery on her car, and she drives into work, and she's just like, you know, she comes into work every day. She's like, "Hey yo, what up, hi beasts?"
Yeah, but Rob, she can't start the car before watching 2 adverts.
Ooh. Well, what if she had YouTube Premium?
Oh, come on! Come on!
Actually, by the way, if you have YouTube Premium, I think you can still sub for free. I think there was a promotion that if you lived in the UK, Ireland, and some other countries, for some reason, Ireland gets to prototype something first. Never happens, but there you are.
You know, England, everyone just wants to, like, you know, exclude us right now. Going into tier 3, boys. Remember how Asbos? Remember how Asbos were like medals to some guys? It was like getting into tier 3's a medal now. I don't know why. It's a horrible thing, but the whole nation. Yeah, that's another story in itself.
I can just imagine you MC tier 3.
Yo, this is MC tier 3. We're gonna get down with the COVID-19.
Okay.
That does not rhyme.
Oh, okay.
That does not rhyme.
Okay. You tried your best. You tried your best.
I just gotta check if this drink's got any sugar. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, I'm high on sugar. No, I'm not high on sugar. Don't worry about it. Just a sugar rush.
You need to calm down on that sugar.
I know. Now, I'm going to upset some people. There'll be no jumps during warm-up.
I'm exceptionally disappointed.
I was just waiting for you to have like a backing track to go, aww.
Yeah. I'm so disappointed I'm not going to play it.
Wow.
That's how I express my disappointment.
Wow.
By the way, this new car, ooh, it looks lovely. I mean, the front of it looks like the Brandenburg gates. Do you know, like the big arches? They look like Brandenburg gates. Yeah. But I mean, as a package, it's looking ooh so fine. Christine Sokol getting some practice.
I don't like the racing, like the manufacturer's livery for it, BMW's livery for it, because that nose does not look nice with the way they've got it coloured in. But then when you see some of the liveries that people have got and they've kind of like toned down that nose, like use a dark colour, it looks really nice actually. So it's starting to grow on me. I've got to buy it because unfortunately I had the Z4 before the offer to get a refund, so I'm waiting to buy it. You know, I will get it.
Zipped by. Sorry, that was an RSR card zipping by. Who was that? It's car 37. Car 37 being Jesse Jones. Jesus Christ, he's getting a move on, and in a big way. He's wanting to make sure that he's first and first.
Yeah, all Christian Stockers just had a rough moment up the hill, unfortunately. Bit of a shame.
I think there's going to be at least one big moment on the hill.
Well, there is the safety car, of course. We must remember that. Series does have safety cars. And if we need it, we will need it. A number of times I've seen league racing where it's been a traffic jam. Worse than the Dover ferry, the road to the Dover ferry this week, is my analogy. It's a very bad analogy, but it will do. Remember how I used to use the, what was it? I used the name of the road that they go down Le Mans when there was a car crash and called it. It was you know, rush hour. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, wasn't there a time in real life when, like, at the start of the race, at the start of a Bathurst 1000, that there was a big pile up on the hill?
Would not surprise me. You gotta remember as well that Bathurst, even for the Bathurst 12 hours, which unfortunately we're not getting next year, just one crash can usually cause a safety car. A lot of it is due to getting the car off the track, and also, oh, they're racing at quite fast speeds and they're going to hit the wall. We better keep an eye on them type thing, because these GT3s, they are fast, but then when you take like a GT4 and they can come around here, they don't have the power, but they don't need to, you know, they don't need to like lift off, so they can nimble around these corners, probably a bit better than these GT3s, and yeah, that's a recipe for destruction. Oh, Daniel Merchant is going off with McPhillamy. That's one place which we haven't talked about, McPhillamy. That's going to be, it's the only saving grace. If you track at McPhillamy, it's probably the only place on the track you're not going to be out the race. Because, you know, there's no walls there, you know, because you can get on the gravel and it should, in theory, stop you. That's
just about, though, just about.
Okay, just about. I do like this VRT livery that Daniel Merchant's got. Very nice on the Audi. It's like matte black on the front, no, matte black on the back, and then it's got like a silver tint on the front. Very nice, very nice.
Let's have a look, shall we?
We'll have a look. There is a minute to go in this practice. 15 minutes of practice for this 30-minute race. Versus 2 30-minute races tonight. As we say, let's get ready for Christmas by racing around Bathurst. Track temperature right now, 53 Celsius. That is, for you Americans, 128 Fahrenheit. And just because I'm absolutely horrible, that is...
Oh, here we go.
326 Kelvin.
Why do you keep doing Kelvin?
Because I don't know. Like, I always like to work out. So, 1 Celsius apparently is 274 Kelvin. Okay.
And do you understand why?
I don't know.
Because 0 Kelvin is absolute zero. Temperature can't go any further than that.
Well, there you go. And 1 Kelvin is minus 272 Celsius.
As the cars go blink right about now.
Instead of going burr.
Instead of going burr, because we're getting lined up for race 1. Let's get the...
Yeah, remember the pros and the amateurs. And there's only 9 pros out there today. So obviously, Julian Kesselhurt is not taking the start, as are a couple others. So we have 9 pros, which means the remaining 13 will be amateurs. Oscar Copa will lead them off. Taylor Lane will be at the back of the pros. In a lane, all on his own. And then for the amateurs, Christian Furs will lead them off with Callum Beaumont beside him. And, of course, with the non-qualified, it goes Liam Ahern, Simon Dodd, and Harry Wills in that order. Look at that track temperature. Look at that track temperature, though. 53 Celsius. It's balmy weather. Welcome to December in Australia. You can see now why they don't race around here at this time of the year. Forget about the wind. Yeah, it's an 11 kilometer. It's a 12 kilometer an hour wind going up right now, southeast. That doesn't matter. What matters is that temperature. That wind is going to do nothing, because I'm surprised these tires aren't melting on this track right now.
I'm assuming the amateurs are going to leave a healthy gap to the pros. They are indeed, actually. Very healthy gap.
Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, let's just say.
And look at the 3 RSRs. Just, ooh.
Well, coming down the final corner underneath the Armour All Bridge. Pace car's about to slide off into the treacherous pit lane. This is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. And I think I'll take it away, Rob, just for the first race as we wait. Remember, green flag does not mean go. Oscar controls the field right now. When does he let them wait? With a little bit of a tailback, and he's caught them off perfectly. Oscar Copa will lead them off. A little bit of too wide happening around the back. Does Aloy go around? No, he does not. And it looks like Chris Danes wants to. Oh no! Wygen had a bit of a slip there on the rumble strips there, and goes into the side of Chris Danes. They come down the straight right now. They're going to be coming down the straight into Quarry. What will happen down Quarry? A little bit of a flash there. Danes is going to lose another position, maybe 2 positions there, as Armstrong might go around the inside. He might lose another. He does. He might go all the way to the back after that. What are the amateurs looking like right now? Well, Furs, Vic, Beaumont. It is all happening at the moment for the pros. And amateurs, I mean, and oh, it is chaos at the back of that field as they're coming down into the Quarry. Who makes a few moves there. It looks like Lionel Lee's going to get a second position as he goes by Andrew Miller. That's Matt Heatrick, sorry, not Lionel Lee, sorry, Matt Heatrick. And I think that's it.
Chris Danes is towed. Sorry, somebody just hit the wall, but they're all going swimmingly in amateur.
Oh, Chris Dane lost it going up. Chris Lane lost it going up the hill. Chris Dane, sorry, lost it going up the hill.
We're going to get to that replay. Just want to make sure that the amateurs are all cozy. Oh, that's Harry Wills trying to get around Simon Dodd. Wait, what? No, that's not it. Harry Wills trying to get around Liam Ahern.
You'll get it right one day. You'll get it right one day.
No, it's my scoreboard's all buggered. And Harry Wills hitting the wall. I'm just going to do a quick replay of Chris Danes having that issue while the amateurs were doing their bit. This is Chris Danes in the number 90 car. What happened to the poor man? Going up. Oh!
Car just slid out away from him, had nowhere to go. James Armstrong will... Oh, do you mean Antiquins? Sorry, not Antiquins is the car I was looking at.
He let go of the accelerator and the car just came around. That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Christian First had put a almost 2-second lead on the amateur field. Oscar Copa half a second.
Oh, Simon Dodd's also out. Simon Dodd. He's lost this.
There is no glass in the back of that bit. He's going down the chase. He got tagged by Daniel Merchant as they went around that little kink. And I got to be honest, I think that's a little bit of both of them there. Simon Dodd did shout a little bit. He lost control and boom, straight in the wall, stuck in the wall.
Oh no! I would. Ooh, Simon Dodd. Unfortunately, he tried taking the inside line, and he's in the wall. If this was a metaphor for anything, there you go. But unfortunately, he drifted out into the lining of the opposite car, and really, the opposite car was just trying to take his line. And unfortunately, that is a racing incident, and that is over for Simon Dodd. He's in the wall, and there's nothing he can do. Liam Ahern and Harry Wills on the back. Liam Ahern having to yield coming through the cutting, and he lets Harry Wills take a crack at the whip. Harry Wills starting from sudden dead last, by the way. He didn't set a time, so he'll have to it's essentially his race to win, really. He won't be able to win, I wouldn't think, but he'll be able to make up a few places, surely.
Yeah, Rob, what do you call a gaggle of BMWs?
A beam?
A Friday night at the parking lot with the boy racers. Anyway, Matt, Andrew Miller and Dean Sims all together here. Just a second separates the three of them in the amateurs. It's a very nice little battle there, actually. Andrew Miller and Matt Heatrick went side by side, coming down the mountain straight, and Miller had to yield the position around Quarry and almost lost another one with Dean Timms. Timms has not had a good Forest elbow, so he's out of this at the moment. Heatrick and Miller will be battling themselves. It's for 5th position in the amateurs, the all-important 5th position in iRacing, as I like to call it. But nothing he can do at the moment. I mean, it's very, Christian Furs is now 3 seconds ahead of everybody in the amateurs. As Callum Beaumont and Spencer Vick battle for who's going to win the best of the rest for the amateurs at the moment. I'm cursing Christian here. I'm cursing. I should not be doing that.
Don't be cursing Christian.
I'm doing
He's got a gap. Like, the gap is visible. Don't curse him.
I'm doing a Murray Walker on Damon Hill at Monaco, aren't I? That's what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Oh, sorry. I just going back to the pros and Alawi having a moment going up the cutting, and it looks like Milan Tikins is going to go around the outside. Yes, around the outside.
Oh, no.
Going up
Rutger Weidgen tried doing the same thing, but it's all gone wrong.
It is, and he's got massive damage. There's no back panel there. What happened? That's a massive hit. To lose it then. Oh, wow, that's big. That is big damage for Weidgen. It was not on. That move was not on Rutger, I don't think. That's unfortunate. He has to tow. So for Manatee, that is a big hit for Manatee for the championship. But Tekin does take that position away from Alawi. Just losing it there. He had a little bit of a moment coming out of the cutting, up into Griffins. Lost it raining around Griffins. And then Tekins took advantage of that and took it back. But there's not really any damage there on Alawi's car. Not that I can see. So he'll have another crack. He'll have a crack at this. Can Alawi for RSR, the ringer, what can he do against the young Lamborghini driver? What can he do with the Young Drivers Initiative? I lost the name, but he's part of the Young Drivers group for Lamborghini. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do.
Louis Eggerson's probably going to come in and correct me in a minute, or somebody. G2, thank you. But the front, Jesse Jones, by the way, 2:05.9. It's not the fastest lap, but that's his fastest lap, and he has a slide. As I get to him, he has a slide. Goes to another car. He's losing the toe to his teammate Copa. Gap is 0.9, coming up to a second now is the gap. But that Tekins Alawi, that's going to be big right now, coming down the straight. Tekins is putting that car in the middle of the track. There is nowhere for Alawi to go. Comes to Quarry, can't make it. And all this time, if they keep battling, Neil Butler's here in 5th. He's thinking he can get on the podium right now.
He's got that Ferrari.
Yeah.
In a sea of Lamborghinis, of mad Italian supercars, there's this man in a Ferrari. The tiny little Ferrari that could.
Oh, Rob, sorry. I just went back to the amateurs. Callum Beaumont has taken P2, hitting Spencer Vick coming around Quarry. Lucky not to get much damage, and then Spencer Vick almost losing P3 to Matt Heatrick as the BMW driver has now gone up a few positions. This battle here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th looking pretty nifty at the moment, pretty good. But yeah, Vic loses P2.
Oh no, that was unfortunately Spencer not making. Yeah, cutting in way too early. He needs to keep his lane around that corner. That's nothing that Callum Beaumont did. Callum Beaumont made a move. He made it cleanly. And he was tucking in on the inside. Where's this camera? What?
That is... What? That is a helicopter camera. What on earth was that?
What was I looking at? Was I part of the Discovery Channel? Well, we're no longer part of the Discovery Channel. We're now part of the... where is Christian Furs? There he is. He's literally so far ahead now. They can't see him.
And Oscar Copa, by the way, okay. By the way, Oscar Copa just went fastest, a 2:05.7, right? Now, I just want to say how good Christian Furs is, because his last lap was a 2:06.4. So, less than half a second off the pro driver. He comes across the line right now, and it's a 2:06.713. So, he's only a second slower than the lead pro driver.
And,
so the gap...
and he's a hyper beast in terms of actually being able to drive.
Yeah. So it said a lot.
It's kind of weird to see did you look it up, by the way? Is that Milan Tikins?
It is.
Oh my god. So we
livery.
literally have an actual livery going around.
Yes, sort of like when we had Adam Christo in his Mercedes.
A McLaren. Or McLaren. No, I keep thinking back to McLaren Mercedes.
Yeah. No,
Rest in peace.
it was the Mercedes livery. So, but yeah, it looks Maybe it's just the way the paint goes. That it needs a little bit of spec mapping on it to make it look a bit more realistic. It's very flat at the moment. Do you see what I mean? But it's a nice livery. Very nice livery, though. He's still battling Alloy as well. These two Lambo. Well, I say these two. Let's just put it to you like it is, ladies and gentlemen. Top 10 overall in this race. 7 of them are Lamborghinis, 2 Ferraris, and 1 McLaren. What?
Spencer Vick is the only McLaren. He's in the top 10 overall. He's currently 3rd in terms of amateurs. Oh, he's tucking it in very tightly. As you can see, we're on board with Spencer Vick now as he's coming down the hill. And oh my, oh, not having a very good exit onto the back straight. You remind me of the name.
Oh, that is Conrad. This is Conrad Straight.
Yeah. On the exit onto Conrad Straight, that was very, very all out of sorts. I think he's not having a good exit onto that corner in particular.
It's a tough corner. It is a tough corner, full stop. Especially with the little dip there on the basically the line you want to go for. It's almost like a groove. Oh, is that a position overtake there in the amateurs? No, Andrew Miller was trying to get Thomas Dandridge at the chase, but could not make it. Spencer Vick's not had a good chase, though. Matt Heatrick's right there. Does he want to make a move into Murray? That is dangerous. That is not the corner you can make a move, and he's lost time thinking about making it. And he was right on the back of Spencer Vick. Now he's not. And that, he might rule that. He might be a bit annoyed there. Yeah, he might rule the day there, because that is you cannot make that overtake into Murray. You have to be side on. You cannot send it. And I think if he just stayed back and did the classic lift off and brake, I think he would have been okay. He could have had a move down here, down the mountain straight into Quarry. He could have had a move, but he was thinking one step too early. He was not looking ahead. It's kind of cost him, because that could have been third in the amateurs there for Matt Heatrick.
You know the song "One Step Forward, Two Steps Back."
Yeah.
James Armstrong, he's in the pits.
He's just told what has happened to him.
No!
He has lost it. Oh, he's done the exact same thing earlier. Coming down to out of Ulman, he loses the car. Doesn't hit the wall. Lost the car. I've never seen that. Lost the car, hit the inside wall. Heavy impact. Does not even get to McPhillamy. He lost it. That was not caused by the wall. Absolutely lost it.
Oh, that is... Ooh, that's a broken Lamborghini. Oh, that's broken. Chris Daines had to retire due to massive suspension damage. We did catch that at the start, where he got oh, that's Spencer Vick hitting the wall again.
Did he hit it? He did. Look at that tap. Oh, big tap. This brings in Matt Heatrick. Oh, there's a bit of miscommunication. No, Chaos down Conrad. Chaos down Conrad. That's Leiden. Oh, there's a safety car. Safety car. Safety car. Safety car being called. That is a big one. Oh, and who got caught up in that? Heatrick started it. Miller and Dandridge got caught in that. Oh, that's unlucky. They had nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. Does Timms get by it? He does. But, oh, Dandridge, yeah, Dandridge spins. I'm just looking at it. Does Leiden Lee get by it?
Coming on the inside. Matt Heatrick was not expecting it. And in attempting to correct it, that car's went topsy-turvy. And, ooh, he was able to keep it out of the wall. And Harry Wills just zipping by there. Oh, almost ready to... Ooh, crikey.
I mean, that's just I'd like to say it's just a racing incident, because I understand what Matt Heatrick's trying to do. But
pass on the inside.
But at the same time, Spencer Vick is like, I'm slower, maybe I'll go in. It's not a block. They move it. In fact, actually, I'm looking at it. Spencer Vick moves before Matt Heatrick. But Matt Heatrick is starting to move. So... That pure racing incident, as you can put it. I just want to look at it again. Yeah. In fact, I think Heatrick got so caught out of it, his car was actually starting to turn right into it, just as a, just catching out there. So, very weird, but only 3 cars got caught in that, but it could have been more. but rightfully so. For 15 minutes to go, the caution flag had to be called out. I think that was the right decision.
Safety car deployed. We're waiting on the safety car or the guys to catch up to the safety car, wherever it may be. Where is the safety car? Bang! He's still in the pits. The lazy fecker.
Yeah, he's got to wait. He's got to wait for Oscar Copa to cross the line. But there'll be a call of where's the pace car, guys? Pace car? Anyone seen the pace car?
There it is.
Here he comes. Watch him slide out, and boom, he takes his rightful position.
You just see. Ooh. I thought I saw the pace car just almost run into the grass there for a second. Well, no.
Sorry, I was just listening to race chat.
Anything interesting?
They are. I think there is a talk about the incident in hand. So, but we've gone over it, and yeah, Vic made the move, and it happened. Simple. Sorry, I didn't mean my voice to like go there for a moment, like it sounded like I was getting choked up. I do apologize.
It just sounded like you were about to cry there for a second.
No. Mind you, I've never seen an incident right there. So, unfortunately, due to the nature, there will be probably 2 laps of pace of car around here. So, get ready for the slowest lap around Bathurst ever.
The pace car is on track.
But let's just go over. So
the pit road is open.
No, it isn't. Pit road's not open.
What do you mean it's not open?
It wasn't open. Let's just go over, as you can see in the tower, a quick rundown. We've only got 6 pros left. Copa, Jones, Teekins, Alloy, Butler, Lane. And then 4. The amateurs. Christian Furs will keep that lead. Callum Beaumont will take P2. Now, Spencer Vick has damage, but it's still out there.
He spun. He spun. What happened?
Spun. I reckon he has some damage to that steering.
Yes, he does. Look at the steering.
I'll tell you what, a very nice 3-point turn at the start-finish line. Can I just say?
Oh, he actually did do it. What? Oh, he actually did do a 3-point turn. Let's have a look at this. He was second. And then he got... Oh my Christ. Yeah, he hit the wall again. That car is a bit damaged. I was wondering if he was actually crabbing. He is. His suspension is very damaged because... Go ahead and look at the wheels compared to where he's driving. He's actually not straight.
Yeah, no, I have seen that. So he needs to go into the pits for that. So he will lose his P3.
I mean, he's going to lose a lot more than that, I think. Oh, my crikey.
And then he almost goes in the back of Callum Beaumont. I mean, this is, as somebody would say, I think, during the European Sprint Series Championship, playoff implications. Oh, it is. Andrew Miller's out. Put it like this. Andrew Miller is he actually still driving? No, he is in the pits. As is Matt Heatrick.
Matt Heatrick got into the pits straight away.
But Andrew Miller is racing. Well, he's 200 points behind Thomas Andrews, but he was still racing for P4. So, yeah, with no offense to Andrew, it wasn't like he was battling for a top 3, but that doesn't mean it's still a shame. You know, that doesn't mean it's not a shame he's been crashed out. You don't want to see anybody crash out. Just such a weird
incident, yeah.
As well, yeah, I've never seen it like that.
Spencer Vick is in the pits, as is another car. There's one more car that's just gone into the pits. Unless I've just been lied to by my own eyes. I probably did.
That is the slowest time I've ever seen around Bathurst.
4
minutes, 4 seconds.
So what's the pace car doing? What's he doing? Pace car, what you doing?
The lights are off. The lights are off.
So they've lost 2 laps, essentially.
If they're going to lose another lap when you think about it. There's 10 minutes left in the race. And with 10 minutes left in the race, that means there's only be 6 minutes left. So I'm looking, 2-minute lap time, they'll get 3 laps. They got 3 laps after
Oh,
this.
what happened? Liam Ahern, why is he got... What happened? Oh, he's got damage before. I thought he actually slid off into the wall.
Oh.
It looked like he had just turned around. Oh no, I see what you mean. He just wasn't holding the steering wheel. I thought he was back on the track after hitting the grass. Christian Sokol looking, that car definitely looking like it's carrying some damage.
Really? What gives it away?
In fact, the nose is very bork.
I thought that was what it was meant to look like.
No.
Actually, I tell you what, that damage from the front makes that nose look horrible right
Yeah,
now.
it does. It does. It does.
Oh, I'm gonna have nightmares, especially with the red. Oh no, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. No. Rob, save me. That's nightmare fuel.
How can I save you? Is there a kangaroo on the track?
Milan Tekin's asking if there's a kangaroo on the track. Yeah, that happened in the 12 hours of Bathurst, didn't it? Kangaroo on track.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, the red flagged it, didn't they? Or did they yellow flag it?
No, oh God, crikey, I can't remember. No, I think they had to. Also, by the way, just to say how much damage is on Christian Stockel's car, he's got paint scraping on the rear.
Does he?
Yeah. So, we know the telltale signs of a big hit, and we now know the telltale signs of a big hit for the BMW. So, if you're in a Ferrari and an Audi, if the glass panel on the back of your car goes, you've had a big hit. For the Lamborghini, if the engine cover on the back goes, you've had a big hit. And with the BMW, if you lose the boot, or the trunk for you Americans, that's it. That's a big one.
So now we're just waiting on everybody to form. I think they might want to try and separate the pros and as Christian first blinks, will he give a gap to the pros ahead as they get restarted here?
Does he even need to?
He sat right behind Christian or Taylor Lane.
Yeah, I suppose. I think he is actually. Look, I think he's trying to.
He's slowly giving a gap. He's slowly giving a gap.
I think they are aware as well that despite it is not the start of a race, it is the same procedures for a restart as it is for a start of a race. 7:25. By the time they get down, it's going to be 6 minutes. So there will be just 3 laps remaining. And to be fair, it's Bathurst. They are 3 long laps.
Yeah, and you're going up a hill.
Yeah, and yet they are confirming it is that standard procedure that they will have to stick to. So we wait to see what Copa's doing. Like I said, there's only 6 pros left. Spencer Vick being in a different position on my relative thrown me off. Single file restart. Where will Copa go? Green flag will wave, and Copa goes and goes. Catching them out. In fact, a little bit of two wide, a little bit of a concertina effect there in the back as Jesse, that's Alawi tried to go into Teekins there onto the first corner. Meanwhile, the amateurs, Lyden Lee managed to keep the position from Dandridge. He tried to make a move. Mark Bailey, gets Daniel Merchant. It's all pretty quiet at the back. Christian Stockel all the way down at the moment, and it looks like Harry Wills will try and make that move down into Quarry on Thomas Dandridge. He makes it pretty well as Dandridge just yields up the position. That's happening at the back of the field. What about the front of the field? Copa's trying to pull away. Jones is there, and Teekins is not letting them go. He is playing the role of Julian Kesselhut today.
By the way, Alawi holding his position against Neil Butler, who was trying to get on the outside and try and do some overtaking, some sneaky overtakes coming up to the second corner on top of the hill.
Oh, a little bit of a touch there coming out of McPhillamy. with that little bit of a touch or a little bit of a wobble there for Tikins, with a little bit of a wobble, holds on to P3 as they have to go down Skyline, down the Dipper, down the S's they go now, into Forest. Does Alawi have a chance here? We'll wait and see. Tikins using that real-world expertise to his knowledge, to his use really. Taking that knowledge and using it when defending. And the gap is too big, I think, for Alawi. I don't think he's going to be able to make it. But at the front, though, at the front, that's another story. With 5 minutes to go, does Jones start thinking about overtaking his teammate? Yes, their team battling for the team championship, but they've also got to think about their own championship for themselves. Does not make it. Neither does Alawi onto Tikins. Neither does Butler. They're all concertinaing up. How about the amateurs, though? Because we haven't talked about them at the moment. Nothing's going on, per se.
But Christian First is right behind the field. He's got to be careful because he doesn't want to start battling the rear end of the professionals. But he has got a race to do. He's got Cam Bowman up his trumpet. Dean Timms not too far behind, looking to see if he can get some second or first places. Seeing what he can do for himself today. He's doing very well. He started 17th overall. He's now in 9th overall. He's 3rd in class. Doing very well in the BMW M4 GT3. As with Lydon Lee and Harry Wills are having a little bit of a battle themselves. Coming up towards the second corner on Pedigree.
Corey Ben, not Pedigree.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, I read the signs, you know. It's just big pedigrees. To be fair, there is big pedigree signs all over the place, and then somebody hit the wall there. Just a little tap. Harry Wills is definitely suffering from wall taps. Look at the front of that car. It's not looking... Oh, my crikey. The front right of that car is definitely seeing a lot of wall taps.
Yeah, actually, I think the wheel is... On my screen, that front curve, that front bump... Oh, no! No, hold it. He holds it. But there is a Pope elected. Look at the smoke. But he's having to nurse it around.
He's having to get off the... He can't get off the hill. He's in it. He can't. He
can't get off the racing time line.
He's having to try and get off. And there, he's trying to just keep it in the wall. As close to the wall as possible. Well done. Let's have a look at this. Let's see what happened here. Let's go and Chopper. Big old Chopper view. Oh, he lost it. Almost lost it. Held it. But coming up to the... Oh, and the...
Yeah, coming up to McPhillamy.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he took too much speed coming in McPhillamy and tried to correct, and half the wheels. 2 wheels were on the gravel. 2 wheels were on the tarmac. It did not work for him. Massive damage. The engine, I did see smoke.
Yeah.
Engine went...
Well, I mean, the engine's still driving, but... And he's just having to keep it in because there's not much he can do other than stick to the wall.
I'm surprised that engine is still going, but he will have to park that car. And, yeah, he pulls the car in. So that's another retirement.
Taylor Lane, by the way.
2 minutes remaining. We're going to get another lap after this, by the way. Sorry.
So we were correct on my prediction, by the way. We would have lost 2 laps. AWS, you can suck it. But look at how well Christian First is driving. He's driving essentially combating Taylor Lane. He's having to stick behind Taylor Lane because it's pro versus amateur, but he's doing his best.
Well, if he has to get by Taylor Lane, he gets by Taylor Lane. End of the day. In fact, he was 4 tenths faster than Taylor last lap. Of course, Furs was able to avoid. In fact, look at because of that incident with Wills, the top 3 in amateurs are 6 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. That is what that impact did there with Harry Wills, unfortunately. So Furs, Beaumont, and Timms are just there. Beaumont's trying to catch on to Furs, and I think Furs is getting a little bit held up here from Taylor Lane. Timms is in a world of his own at the moment. He's in a bubble. But Beaumont trying to catch Furs. But, of course, Furs is going to get this toe from Taylor Lane. He needs it. By the way, Alawi went fastest last lap. 2:05.139. But he is losing that slipstream at the moment. Tikins is holding on to the back of the 2 RSR, guys, as we're about to hit the white flag. Barney's come all the way to Australia to wave the white flag for us. This is the final lap. After that, the safety car situation. Copa will lead off Jones with a 0.7 second lead over his teammate, as Jones did a 2:05.015. Are we going to see a 2-minute fall in race tree?
And he was 0.3 of a second faster than his teammate on the last lap. So will we see a last lap hurrah? I mean, he'll have to do it essentially on the back straight coming up towards Chase and do battle there. But will he do battle on the hill? Try and put Copa in an awkward position. Try and put Copa, like, essentially put his nose where it need not be. You know,
or just confuse it, just scare him, you know, just you know, make him think, oh, it's right on me, you know, just make him mirror watch. That's what Jones has to do right now, is make Copa mirror watch as they come around Ullman, coming up to McPhillamy. Gap is close to 0.3. Some really good driving here from Jones. Just lifts off a little bit, coming in to Ullman, that they hit Skyline. Down into Skyline they go, and it's still looking good. A little bit of a slide for Copa, but Hell holds it into the dipper. And while this is happening, Teekins is catching. Not sure it's going to be big enough. And in fact, that dipper was not good for Copa. Loses 0.2 of a second. This Forest elbow, though, both of them slow. And Teekins is fast. Half a second splits first and second, and half a second splits second and third. As they come down Conrod, will we see an overtake into the chase? They're halfway down Conrad right now. The gap is only 0.3 between Copa and Jones. I cannot see it. We'll see a late braking, and in fact, Jones is just going to accept it. Maybe he sets himself up for Murray. Oh, he's right on the tail right now of Copa. And it looks like there could be a final corner move. 0.1 of a second. Does Jones go for the stand in the final corner? He's trying. He's going to go side by side with Copa. He takes it. Copa's in the grass. Copa's in the grass, and Teekins will take P2. No, Teekins will take... Does he take the win? No, sorry. No. It is. Jones, Teekins, Copa. Wow, and Christian First does get the amateurs. Sorry, we were so focused on that battle. Wow.
Christian First getting the win there on your replays. Very nicely done from him. But that move by Jesse Jones, it put his teammate of Oscar Copa out of shape.
Well, it didn't. It didn't, because look at the replay. Look how much room Copa's got. He just never turned.
Yeah, but this is Milan Teekins on the inside, and he just laps it up and takes second place away from Copa.
Wow, what a finish. Whew. I had to keep going there, but yeah, damn, that was fantastic. I did not think he had it, but just a late move, a late mistake into the chase there for Copa just cost him. And wow.
Yeah, indeed, wow. Wow factor. Wowzers. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Copa. I don't know if he just added an lapse of judgment, but that lapse of judgment meant that second place goes to Teekins. Jesse Jones takes the win for race 1. Oscar Copa is in third. Uthman Alawi. How did he say it? Hang on. Uthman Alawi. Yeah, there you go. Uthman Alawi in 4th position. Neil Butler in 5th. Taylor Lane in 6th. Then Christian Furs in 7th. Callum Bowman 8th. Teen Timms 9th. Thomas Dangers 10th. As we see the boys do Yates. Oh! Hey, spin top. 12th was Mark Bailey. Lively in 11th. Daniel Merchant in 13th. Christian Stuckel in 14th. Liam Ahern 15th. Harry Wills 16th. 17th was Spencer Vick. 18th, Andrew Miller. 19th, Matt Heatrick. James Armstrong in 20th. 21st was Rutger Eigen. Simon Dodd in 23rd. And finally, Chris Daines in 23rd.
I was muted for some reason. That is the end of race 1. We have race 2 coming up. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to race 2. Especially this battle. Granted, we don't have a lot of pros, but you still have to do... Rob, why is there a car reversing in the pits?
Where?
I just saw on the replay there was a car reversing in the pits.
Pits? Pit lane?
Yeah.
Nobody's in the pits. What are you talking about?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I caught it using TrackCams22.com's cameras. While we wait, while we wait for the
race
second
2,
let's have a moment. A sad thing has come out today, Rob.
What's that?
It's the end of Aston Martin GT series. No more.
What?
Yeah, that Aston Martin themselves are pulling out of WEC.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
No.
I know.
Not
I
like
know.
this, please. Not
know.
like this.
They end their GTE Pro program.
What?
That sounds really horrible. They have axed its GT Pro program and will not defend the WEC drivers and manufacturers titles or its crown at Le Mans.
What?
This is in order. So this is their campaign with the Pro Drive Works team. So the car can still be raced by privateers, but Aston will not be there. In quote, switch to strategic focus of its Vantage GT Motorsport program to concentrate on customer operations. And before anybody says anything, this has nothing to do with Aston Martin back in F1.
I severely doubt that. Like, how? I thought their GTE program was pretty successful.
It was. They're the champions.
Yeah, why did they pull out?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm disappointed now. Now I won't be able to make fun of what's his face? Ticky Neem.
What?
Ticky Neem,
what?
yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
It's Jimmy Broadbent's way of saying like meme Nicky Team. It's now Ticky Neem.
Okay. Wow, Ticky Neem. Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that Ticky Neem?
You see, Jim is not here because I could make a joke about his lisp. I would.
Oh, is that Ticky Neem?
I always loved. Did you watch when he did the 24 hours, Jimmy? They were doing the last laps, and his teammates Nate Lupson and Phil Baldwin were having a bit of play on his lisp just for a bit of fun, and he was coming up just to the far chicane on the Nürburgring GP section and just lost it because he just blamed it on them. It was fantastic. But yeah,
nice.
Ticky Neem, Ticky. I'll get out my head now.
Ticky Neem.
But did I mention that we had a certain somebody who's been racing? Because we were talking about the Huskenveld GT Challenge on Sunday.
Yeah.
I did say that there was a certain somebody driving around the track this week.
Who is it?
Did I mention who it was?
Who was it?
It's just a guy by the name of Eduardo Mortara. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Ooh, yeah. Well, remind me again. Wasn't he a Formula E driver?
He was. Do you know who else? Do you know what else he's famous for?
Yeah, what? Tell me.
Creating one of the first big clips of Raidillon TV at Watkins Glen.
Oh, when he lost us.
No. Yeah, no. Hang on. For those who've not seen it, because when we were on our Twitch days, it's still there on Twitch. A guy in front of him leading the race came out of the heel of Watkins Glen, lost the car a little bit, and then in trying to pull to one side, Eduardo Motaro was trying to go around him. And they both lost it. They went onto the grass, and it caused, I think, a 10-car pileup, or like 5 cars, and like it wouldn't have been too bad even for the fact that the crash then went onto the next corner, and then just straight before the penultimate corner, to the point that the GT2s came around and was like, yeah, nothing going on here, nothing going. Oh my word!
And the fact that that's the GT challenge with no safety car.
Oh, you needed a safety car. Let's just put it like that. You needed the safety car. But
oh
no, if anybody does want to watch 1945 GMT this Sunday, the first stream after the Christmas, it will be
where we will be full of turkey,
or full of something. Yes, the Huskenveld.
I'll be full of
GT
sausage stuffing.
And remember, folks, the Huskenveld GT Challenge. You enter, every time you complete a race is a ticket to the draw at the end of the season for a set of Huskenveld Sprint pedals.
Ooh, isn't that fantastic? But it does also point to the fact that at the very least it does give the Fanatec GT Challenge even more of a reason. I mean, we were there. It's reason
We're
enough.
there, and we were so exhausted from our charity race broadcast on Saturday. Which, by the way, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the money that was raised on that day. Amazing, and that was also done by the GT1 community, or who came in and did some of the racing. So some of the big names from the GT1 community weren't there in the broadcast split on Sunday, and we also decided. Me and Rob's never felt that dead in our lives. So we decided not to broadcast, which is a shame. I felt bad, but it was the right thing to do. And for the first time ever, the GT Challenge had 3 splits, even without the big names, even without some of the top VEC guys. There were 2 VEC guys overall, but even with that, there were 3 splits. There were over 50. There were 60 sign-ups almost. It was almost like watching the European Sprint Series that week, because that didn't have a lot of participation, being it was Sebring. So it was crazy. I'm looking forward to it.
So am I.
Yeah.
So am I.
We probably won't get 3 splits. We'll get 2 big splits. Participation's still up. So people are driving it, and Watkins is a fun track. I mean, everyone can say that everybody likes Watkins Glen. It's just one of those tracks. Just for sports car racing, Watkins Glen just works. I don't know what it is. It's fantastic.
You could just hear the car. Ooh. It's a different time, isn't it? What time is it in Sim? Oh, it's the evening time.
It is 7:04. So the track has cooled down a bit now, Rob. 27 Celsius, 81 Fahrenheit.
I mean, that's just cutting the temperature in half.
So I think we'll see those 204 times. Yeah,
I mean, that's just cutting
we'll
temperature in
see
half.
those 204 times.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And while you do that,
I think those. You're going for your break.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and grab some water.
You grab some water. I've already got my second. I'm always prepared. 2 drinks. 2 drinks. 1 for one race, 1 for the other. I mean, if I was there in real life, I would have needed more than just that during that 30-minute race. But what a finish! What a finish! Last corner finish there for that race. It just goes to say that you can make those moves around here. I was saying earlier that Murray, you can't send it in on Murray's corner, but you could. Actually, speaking of Murray, I gotta say this. I was fortunate enough earlier today on the TV, they were showing the repeat of the 2000 Japanese Grand Prix, which back then was still the finale of the season. 2 years in a row, Schumacher's had some unluck there, and Mika Häkkinen won the championship there, and they were battling themselves. And the things that really struck me there was, number one, the old cameras, they looked amazing, but they don't look like anymore. But the cars still looked very fast, especially with the old helicopters coming around the first corner at Suzuka. The cars still look fast. The sound, of course, amazing. Second of all, the lack of information on the screen. I grew up with that, so it just blinks forward. I mean, I would have loved to have seen a ticker just to see what lap it was. I didn't really need to see a position tower, like a timing tower like we've got. But it was also nice to not have all the crazy information on the screen, which came up to my other point was it wasn't Ted Kravitz back there. It was James Allen. Now, those in the old days will know James Allen. He's still around somewhere and still around doing things. I think he retired from doing the radio commentary. But one of the things that got me was it's all talk about pit windows now, and you got to get your pit crew to do a sub 2 second pit stop. Back then you had refueling. Now I don't think I want refueling back because there's safety reasons. As much as it brings fantastic. But you've got Ted Allen in the pits going. Well, you've got Häkkinen here. I'm just counting down, and I think they fueled him. I'm just working it out. 15. I think they might have fueled him for 15 laps. They knew back then, just by looking with a little stopwatch, that not the computers, they could see how long the fuel hose was on and work out roughly how many laps that would be. And then it was at the start of the race. Well, in Murray Walker voice, because it was great. It's always great to hear Murray Walker. Well, Schumacher cannot catch Häkkinen, and I think it's clear that Schumacher is fueled for longer. He is fueled for longer here, so he is on more fuel, heavier weight. It was just, that's what got me into motor racing, is that little bit of strategy. Michael Schumacher at Imola, the 3 pit stops against Fernando Alonso, that old days. And I'm not saying that's what we need in Formula 1. Maybe a couple of pit stops in a race. Maybe. But the old days, it really just gets you nostalgia. And I'm sounding like an old man right now, I know. And I know that's 20 years ago. And it's crazy because I still remember those races. But I think that was the one. But the strats, yeah. Aaron knows what I mean. The strats and pit stops is what always got me. It's why I love Le Mans and endurance racing. Because it is a test of making sure you keep everything right, and can you get things fixed just like that in the pit stop. 20 years ago you were -4. Louis, do not make me feel old, please. But I'm not saying that the kids don't know what it's like, because it's a totally different game now. Motor racing back then was different. But it was amazing. It was just amazing just to think that your strategy didn't revolve around your tyres back then, per se. Because, of course, there wasn't the 2-tyre compound rule. It was due to fueling. So, like I said, Schumacher could not catch Mika Häkkinen at the start of the race because Schumacher had more fuel, which meant he could go longer. And I think he went 5 laps longer than Häkkinen. And unfortunately, at the first pit stop, he could not overtake Häkkinen. We all know what happened back in 2000, though, so we don't need to go on about it. But it was... I think it was Ferrari's first championship in years. I think that's why it was so magical. It was also Schumacher's first championship for Ferrari. So, but it was just one of those things. I suppose that's also why I did get into NASCAR as well, for the pit stops situation, because back in the day it was, do you take 2 or do you take 4? Just the idea that racing isn't about. We always talk about it's the driver, but it's the team. And you live as you win as one, you die as one. So if you make a mistake in the pits, it will cost you. Yeah. Do you take 2? Do you take 4? Do you stop for fuel? Can the pit crew get you out? And it was great. It was great because when you think there is videos. I think Sky did it of comparing the pit stops over the years. And what was it back in the 50s and the 60s? Well, you came into the pits. I tell you what, jolly old sir, you come into the pits. Give me that mop. I will wipe my face clean, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And give me my drink. Thank you very much. Just check the tires for me. Good. Let me just wipe the windscreen for you. Yes, that's fantastic. You basically just everything yourself. And now it's all done by team, but it is just fantastic to see. Even in endurance racing, because you need your team there, you get something called the full service pit stops. And let's be honest, you've got to get 4 tyres changed, you've got to get a drinks bottle change, you've got to make sure the driver's okay, you've got to check the brakes, you've got to then for a full service, you've got to tear off one of the screen covers, the tear off strips on the screen. And you're going to do all that in like under a minute, and that is a full service. And even that in itself, and especially in endurance racing where you don't have 4 people on a wheel, you have like 1 person at one time. So yeah, it was just a nostalgia trip. I'm rambling on. I could have a podcast about this. I should be like Batcho. If anyone's ever seen Batcho on Twitch, just talking about those things, watching classic motor racing. Batcho, I tell you what, if he's ever live again, I will tell you, because sometimes watching Batcho is just fantastic. Just to chat about the old races and then watch old races, But the nostalgia trip. If I could, I'd just rewatch the 2000s all over again. Yeah, Schumacher dominated. Montoya had a great chance. I mean, when you think the only man after Mika Hakkinen that could stop Schumacher before there was Fernando Alonso was Juan Pablo Montoya. He probably... Okay, he won IndyCar. Did he win IndyCar? He won Indianapolis, the Indy 500. He has actually probably got a better chance of winning the Triple Crown than Fernando Alonso. But yeah, he always feels like he was always the nearly man. Went to NASCAR, went into the chase, made an underperforming car into the chase without winning a race. Only chance he ever chance of winning an oval race, he blew it with the fate. And everyone talks about Juan Pablo Montoya with the jet dryer. I talk about Juan Pablo Montoya at the Brickyard, where he sped in the pit lane, and then the famous words when he cost himself the win, and he said on the radio, "I swear on my family's grave, I did not speed in the pit lane." He was 2 miles over the speed limit. So I always remember him for that. The only chance he ever had at an oval win was the Brickyard, and he blew it. He had a couple road wins, but he was the nearly man. And to think he was the only man at that time that could have beaten Michael Schumacher just says a lot about the driver. And I think people just sleep on Juan Pablo Montoya and just ignore Juan Pablo Montoya.
Don't ignore Juan Pablo Montoya.
No, Alex gets it, and he's got the best surname in the world as Alex. He gets it. Yeah, Montoya was slept on. Like I said, I mean, I only watched NASCAR because Montoya was in it. But my God, when you think about that car back then, that 42, it was not a top car. And what he did was just... Yeah. It's just... Yeah, him and the Williams were fantastic. Like I said, I've actually seen one of those cars that he would have been racing. In Pittsburgh, they have one of those cars that he would have been racing in the Indy 500. Not the one he won, because, no, I don't think they would give away that car to like put in a museum in Pittsburgh, as much as it's a very good thing. But they do have one of them because spare, and it looks fantastic. But yeah, won the kart championship. I think he won kart, but he won a couple Indies. He's won at Monaco. I don't know about you, Rob, but if you had to put your money on who would get the Triple Crown next, I wouldn't put it on Fernando Alonso. I'd put it on Montoya. All right, he's old, and you're gonna give an old guy a drive in an hypercar? No. But he's got a better chance of winning Le Mans than Alonso's got a chance of winning the Indy 500.
I mean, I wouldn't say no either, to be fair.
I'm glad you agree with me there. Yeah, don't sleep on Montoya, because whenever it comes up, I bet you the next man to win the Triple Crown is not Alonso. Right, Rob, you've missed 10 minutes of me rambling about the past.
And now we got on to the present.
And the present is this race. So let's just go over quickly. As you know, reverse grid for everybody. So Chris Daines and Rucker Wygen will be on the front row for the pros. James Armstrong and Taylor Lane will be on the second row. But in the amateurs, it's just going to be absolutely chaotic in the amateurs. Simon Dodd and Matt Heatrick will lead them off in the amateurs. Just, of course, Matt Heatrick, he had that crash halfway through the race. That still put him last in the amateurs. Andrew Miller and Spencer Vick will be behind them. And Harry Wills will just be there as well. In fact, Harry Wills is going to be side by side with Spencer Vick, as I believe Simon Dodd is going to be... Yeah, Simon Dodd will be side by side with Jesse Jones, so he'll be on his own at the start. I'm curious to see what chaos awaits us.
A lot.
Yeah. A lot. We'll put it like that. 27 Celsius, 80 Fahrenheit. I don't know, like 300 Kelvin, something like that.
Oh my God, you're still on this.
Raidillon TV, the only corner we need. I'm going to shut up because Rob's going to take you away.
As they come around, Chris Daines will lead them around. He is the lead car. Lead them around Murray. And he is going to let them go now. Off they go. Very early start. It wasn't raining around. Oh, crikey. There's carnage at the back.
Oh, no! No! And that is Wygen. That is Wygen off. I did not see who hit him. Was that Neil Butler? There was Neil Butler hit him as well. Amateurs are coming around the corner right now. We'll keep an eye and see what happened. That was massive. Alawi, by the way, all the way down to the back of the field there for the pros. But Simon Dodd leads him off with Matt Heatrick trying to chase him. There might be a move here on the amateurs. Matt Heatrick looks like he's going to have to go around the outside of Quarry with Simon Dodd. He's actually made the position before they get there, but he's having to slow down. Has he not put enough in? I think he has. Simon Dodd's going to go side by side with him right now. This is treacherous. This is going to be dangerous right now. Come to the cutting. Still a little bit side by side, but Simon Dodd
Oh, there's a spinner on the hill.
Spinner on the hill. It's Spencer Vick. Spencer Vick has spun, and wow, well done everybody for getting around him. He's got a lot of damage to that back, though. In fact, he actually did get tagged by somebody. I think that might have been the Raidillon TV car. And Harry Wills has had a moment as well. Harry Wills has had a moment.
Harry Wills got squeezed.
Harry Wills had a moment, and somebody went into the wall because of it. Who went into the wall? Oh, is that the Raidillon TV car?
Oh!
And Lydon Lee.
Well, he held his brakes. Oh, that's a bit. Oh dear. Have a look at this. This poor Harry Wills having to get his damaged car around, and he's crabbing a lot. And it just gave up. And the car gave up. And the car went. Yikes. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, yikes. Christian Furs made up a few places, though. He's going to make another place up around Daniel Merchant here. Where will he play out?
Andrew Miller has been knocked off.
Not Andrew Miller. He is off at the chase. Off at the chase. Has he been tapped from behind? Yes. Netcode tap from Simon Dodd, and that is netcode. That is net. Oi. He still would have been hit.
Oh my God, that was so much netcode.
But he still would have been hit. I'm sorry. He still would have been hit there. So, you see on the front, you see the 7 pros still standing. Matt Heatrick leads the way in the BMW for the amateurs with Simon Dodd and Liam Ahern right there. Then Stockel is trying to catch on to Liam Ahern. Dandridge is right behind them and Callum Beaumont. And then everyone's just a little bit spread out at the moment. So, a little bit back to parity. But at the front, Daines, Armstrong, Lane and Coper. In fact, Coper, hello! Coper's trying to go on the inside and then come up to Reed. Does he make it? He makes contact with them! No, no, no! No! And more damage as Lane goes into Alawi. Alawi's got damage. Two cars there with damage.
Oh, dear Lord. It's all gone wrong.
I'm just looking, yeah. That is... I'm sorry, Oscar. I'm sorry, that's on you. Again, there is the space there. Could have been made, but you hit the rumble. You lost control. Not the place there, Oscar. I'm sorry.
And that is Milan Deakins with no front end.
By the way, we did have a position change down at the hill. Chris Daines, it looks like he lost it through the dipper. Oh, he lost it going down Skyline. So Armstrong leading this race at the moment. Oh, that was a bit chaotic.
Matt Heatrick leading for amateurs, and he's ahead of Simon Dodd, who's a bit of a ways back. You can just see him there. Oh my crikey. Taylor Lane trying to stay on the inside. And Matt Heatrick also wanted the inside, but he's gotten through. And there's plenty of cars out there with plenty of damage. But that's Matt Heatrick making the most of it now. He's 2 and... Ooh, he's just... I'm trying to see if the relatives will update. What is he? He is 2.8 seconds ahead of Simon Dodd. And that is Jesse Jones' damage. And look at the amateurs. They're all wanting to come up and get past. He'll have to pull right out of the way.
Well, they have their rights to overtake him, and they will. Taylor Lane is in the pits, I believe. Yeah, he's just come to his pit box. But Jesse Jones had a lot of damage there. Absolutely crazy at the moment. And Teakins has damage. What's happened to Teakins? Because all of a sudden, he's struggling. Now, I did not see
He was part of the accident.
But he doesn't have damage, does he?
Milan Teakins, yeah, he does.
Wow.
Look at his front end.
Oh, yeah, he does. Do we have any pros left?
Oh, we've got pros left, yeah.
Serious question. Do we have any pros that are not dead at the moment? Which is basically just James Armstrong and Chris Daines. Yeah, let's just get on with the amateurs then.
I mean, Oscar Cooper is looking fine. He's alright.
He's got damage on the back of that car, though.
I mean, he's got damage on the front as well, but I mean, it's not too much.
Not enough to catch that 5 seconds, though. Alois also got that. How's Alois? Right. Sorry. iRacing, we need a word, because Alois has no engine cover and is still going fast. Right? What's going on here? That car should be meatballed right now. There's no engine cover.
On which car?
Alois. Alois' car has no engine cover. There's no...
I can
Sorry,
see what you
guys.
mean.
Pardon?
I can see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Oscar Copa did set the fastest lap, by the way, 2:05.1. We're trying to pick ourselves up at the moment. It's been a very chaotic start to the race. I'm not entirely sure where to begin, where to end at the moment, but Matt Heatrick with a 3-second lead over the rest of the amateurs. Simon Dodd just behind him. Closest battles at the moment, Liam Ahern, Thomas Dandridge and Christian Stockel just in a battle there. Liam Ahern's had a very slow quarry. Thomas Dandridge looks like he wants to make a move into the cutting. Just can't get that line right, but surviving with Christian Stockel in that BMW just behind. And then Christian Furs in the Raidillon TV car is well behind them. So we got a gaggle of 4, 2 Audis, a BMW and a Ferrari going up the hill together. And in fact, you know, you could also throw in Milan in the front there with the Lamborghini, but he's almost like the tour guide. Do you know what I mean? He just stands out so much. He's the tour guide.
And Matt Heatrick is just literally the amateur's tour guide, and that's Simon Dodd in second place. He's got, as long as he keeps it comfy, he's got it, essentially. All he has to do is make sure that for 20 minutes, he keeps himself out of harm's way. Now the wall, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you need right at the moment, isn't it? Looks like Chris Daines had a moment up the hill. He was right on the tail of James Armstrong, but he's no longer there. A 2:07.954.
Oh, he tried going side by side with Armstrong in the chase, then went wide, and he's lost the back end and lost it in the big way.
That brings Oscar Copa into play right now. he's going to be about 2 seconds behind, 2.5 seconds behind Chris Dane. So, and
he's the
doing
fastest
really
car
well.
out there right now.
Yeah, the fastest car after Alloy. How is that car fast? I don't understand. How?
It's called a Lamborghini. It's always fast.
Look, I'm just saying, right? If that engine cover is removed, the pillars of that wing should also be removed. I don't understand how that much force can rip the engine cover off, but not any of the struts for the wing. You see what I mean?
I get what you mean, yeah.
That's the only reason that car's fast at the moment.
It's a Lamborghini.
Yeah, I know, it's a Lamborghini.
It goes fast everywhere, even with millions of bullet holes in it.
What you doing there, Homer? Speed holes. Make the car go faster.
Now, look at this, guys. He's about to do something stupid.
I think you're confusing me for another series.
Yeah, I was... Ooh. Going a bit wide.
Going a bit wide. This battle, by the way, between Liam Ahern and Thomas Dandridge, and let's throw in Christian Furs at the same time, really looking good at the moment. A little bit of tyre smoke there from Ahern as he hits the dipper into the S's. Oh no! Dandridge hit the wall! Hit the wall going into the S's! That's heavy damage. And is he crabbing? I think he might be crabbing. He is. He's crabbing. He just mistimed that turning on the wall. Took too early, clipped it, and then the car just went aggressively there. He's let Christian Furs go by. Callum Beaumont will be the next one to go by. There's not much that car can be. Trying to overtake a car with crabbing around that corner is not easy. Christian Furs now in a battle with Liam Ahern, and that will be your P3 and P4 at the moment. Callum Beaumont's now in for the ride as well, but that's unlucky for Dandridge. I think he might tow this car. No, he's going to keep trying. He's going to keep going. You're a brave man. I wouldn't want to keep going with that damage.
Christian Furs is up into 4th position in amateur, and he's going to make it 3rd position with a very nice move into the first corner. But will Liam Ahern come back with the clap back? That is the question. He's right up on the rear end of him as Christian Furs uses the inside lane to defend his position. And he keeps it there. And he goes, yeah, retakes the racing line, and he's secured the bag. But he's 4 seconds behind Simon Dodd. And Simon Dodd, oh, he was lapping. Oh no! Oh, I've just cursed Simon Dodd.
You didn't. What did you do? Oh.
I've done it
That's
now.
That's weird. I've never seen a car lose it there. Oh, to be fair, yeah, I think he broke a little bit too late for the cutting there. He was 3.9 seconds. He's now 2 seconds behind Christian Furs. Just looking at the front of the field, you can see on the timings the last 4 pros. I think Milan Tikins are still around there somewhere, but yeah, he's down the pecking order at the moment. He's got Jesse Jones for company, though. We're going to have a battle for the pros at the back of the field. That'd be interesting. But they're actually getting held up Dandridge. Oh no, Dandridge in the wall again. As Tikins trying to get by him. It's the 3 broken cars all coming by each other right now, and Mark Bailey is healthy. He might be okay when he gets by them, but oh man, actually Mark Bailey can't do anything because these two are making an overtake. Jesse Jones makes a class overtake down Conrad as Milan Tikin just struggles.
Yeah, he's got a huge amount of damage on the front end of that car. He was actually 15 kilometers an hour slower than Jesse Jones, at about 20 to 25 kilometers an hour slower than Mark Bailey was. So everybody's having damage, and Andrew finally puts it into the pits. He says no more. Can't take it, Captain. The engines can't hold it together.
I tell you who needs to hold it together right now is Simon Dodd. That gap is now less than a second, almost half a second between Dodd and Furs for the P2 in the amateurs. And Simon did not have a good climb up that hill. What can Furs do in the Raidillon TV Ferrari? Gonna be, we're at Bathurst. I just feel like you have to be Australianized. You know how it's always... He blinked. You know how it's always the 888 racing?
James
Vodafone?
Armstrong, he's lost control.
Oh, what has happened to Armstrong? Oh, it's the same place. He lost it again. He lost it there last race, didn't he?
Oh, but he kept it out of the wall.
But he lost it there last race.
Yeah, I know. He's got to be kicking himself now. Because he went from first all the way to fourth, and now that brings Chris Daines and Oscar Coper to battle. Oscar Coper was half a second faster than Chris Daines was. Chris Daines' car is nice and squeaky clean. Coper's is it's not squeaky clean, is it?
No. Actually, Milan Tikins has towed. Oh my God, Milan Tikins has had more damage. Oh, he actually lost the car into oh my God! Good Gillian! He lost the car going into McPhillamy. As he corrected it, the car just snapped right out of nowhere. Wow. That's an impact I've ever seen one. Right. Gaps. And gaps. It's 2 seconds now. Give you an idea of the time there. Chris Daines did a 2:05.303. Otto Coper went purple. 2:05.111. He is continuing to go up the hill. Just trying to catch Daines. You can think that he's going to do it. But it's going to be a tall order. There's 14 minutes to go. He's got to try and overhaul 2 seconds. That is not easy.
I mean, to be fair, Chris Daines has also picked up pace. He was actually he set his best lap that last lap, but he was also 2 tenths of a second slower than Coper was on that last lap, and Coper set his fastest lap.
Yeah.
So it's all it's all heating up.
Oh, it's heating up everywhere when you think about it. Not many battles around the field at the moment, but the key battle is Coper and Daines at the front. And, you know, let's just throw in as well, because the amateurs are a little bit spread out at the moment. Furs has now put a 2.5 second lead over Simon Dodd, who's now in trouble with Callum Beaumont for 3rd and 4th in the amateurs. So that is one to watch out for. But Coper has taken another 2 tenths off that lead that Chris Daines has. They come across the line. The 2:05.4 versus a 2:05.1. In fact, Coper was... Well, his fastest laps are 2:05.111, 2:05.133. Talk about consistency.
Now, let's
James
see.
Armstrong just broke 2:05.099.
Oh, he did.
What would you like to see, Mr. Cameraman?
I don't know. All I know is I want to see something.
Well, Callum Beaumont just took P3 in the amateurs over Simon Dodd. And I'm going to guess that was up the chase. No, coming down to the chase. So now Beaumont there. Something's not right with Simon Dodd after hitting that wall. Whatever you did, you've cursed him. Because that car is not right anymore. And he's not doing the times that he needs to be. In fact, he may go down the order. He's got Liam Mahon 2.5 seconds behind him. But Beaumont's gone. A second ahead already. So something's not right with that car there for Dodd. And again, it was such a weird incident. Now then, I'm going with Need's new damage model. Oh man, could you imagine GT racing with the new damage model up here? I'm trying to think if they've done. Have they done touring cars around here? I cannot remember. They've done touring cars around here, right? Or GT4s?
I'm pretty sure they've done. Oh, have they done touring cars? Oh, well, I know they've done the supercars.
Copa has had a twitch at the chase, loses 2 tenths to Danes. So all that work he had trying to claw his way back, gone. He's lost all the time that he made up this lap. And in fact, Danes goes purple. Danes goes purple with a 2:04.970. He's found the pace. You said it yourself. He found that pace, and it is playing off for him right now.
Where is... I'm just thinking to myself, where is... Oh, they're all kind of gapped out, so the only...
Very
close...
gapped out.
GT challenge to the mount. Oh dear.
Wow. Ethan, no. Please, Ethan. I've got to do IndyCar around here later this season, okay? Now, if you thought F3 around here was interesting, I mean,
they've done LMP1s around here.
I drove that, okay?
That was horrible.
It was fun.
No, the hell it wasn't.
You wash your mouth out with soap. That was fun.
That was not fun.
A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that Bathurst almost made it into the European Sprint Series schedule by 1 vote. Motegi beat it.
Oh, that is Alawi hitting the wall again, coming out of the exit. As far as I'm concerned, that car shouldn't be driving, but here we are. 10 minutes to go.
That's a heavy hit as well to the front. But it's not enough to cause steering damage. So another suspension.
Wait, hang on a
damage.
minute. Let me go into his cockpit. Go into his cockpit. I want to see something. Does he have steering damage?
No, he doesn't.
How?
Wasn't a big hit.
Look at him. Well, look at the amount of damage that he has.
Look at the amount of damage he's got on the back, and he's still driving. Don't play that. Look at the damage he's got card at me. You can see the damage he's got.
No, I will play that card. I will play that card every day of the week.
Well, we've got 14 cars left in this race. Everybody else, unfortunately, is a graveyard in the pit lane. Wow. Yeah, it is a graveyard. Some guys trying to keep going, but yeah, 14 cars left in the race. And we're just trying to keep...
and he hit the wall again. Alawi hit the wall again.
Well, you'd struggle when you've got that much damage. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, but he's adding to it.
That is true. We're keeping our eyes on these battles. At the moment, the gap between Copa and Danes is 2 seconds. He's taken almost half a second out of Danes' gap this lap. There's also a battle going on. Well, there was between I beg your pardon. It was Callum Beaumont and Christian Furs. There was a 2 second gap. It's now 3.5 seconds. Christian Furs is a second and a half away from Matt Heatrick, who is slow. Something's happened to Matt Heatrick. Now, has he had a moment? Because he has lost a lot of time right now. Or he went onto the gravel at McPhillamy. He had to take off the throttle. He did a 50-50 grind if that was Tony Hawk's. But the gap is now a second for the lead of the amateurs. Heatrick versus Furs. I tell you what, if he goes from last to first, that's it. Just give him the championship.
Well, is he leading?
Well, Christian Furs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By how much?
40 points.
I'm just waiting to see if it takes... It is looking pretty close now. He's in the slipstream. As they both go wide, though.
Yeah. Not if he does that. But these, by the way, the gap is 15 seconds between the amateurs and the pros. 2:05.8 was Furz's time. A 2:06.9 was Heatrick's time. So he's out of the slipstream at the moment, but the pressure's on Heatrick right now. Furz is just, well, he's just gunning him down right now.
I'm just seeing them.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, yeah, sorry, that's another mistake.
The pressure is starting to come in there for Heatrick. And Furz is right on the back. Now he knows. He knows what has happened around the track today. He knows the chaos. Christian, does he decide to try and be brave, or does he just wait for the move? Does he just wait for the mistake? We'll see. Nothing you can do down here. You can go too wide and make an overtake at Skyline. Doesn't need to. It's 5 minutes to go. Be 2 laps left after the 3 laps left after this. I beg your pardon. Can he make a move? The gap has now gone to half a second. Look at that line. In fact, oh, that's clean. That's clean from Furz. And we're not saying that because it's the Raidillon TV car. That was clean and it was not good from Heatrick. Furz is going to have this move, I bet you. As Armstrong's had another moment on the hill. What has happened to Armstrong? We'll keep an eye on that in a minute.
Oh, his front end's completely gone.
Does Furz go for the move into the chase? He does. New leader in the amateurs is Christian Furz. Does Heatrick have anything here? Does he have anything to respond? Well, Furz is going to take the inside into Murray's. Nothing Heatrick can do. Nothing Heatrick can do here. Keep an eye on that. What has happened to James Armstrong, though? That is heavy damage.
He's had that damage for a while. Let's see.
Oh, he's lost it at Skyline. Lost it at Skyline, as you'll see in the replay.
Oh,
no.
Oh, yikes. Just to do the patented replay. And just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The car loses control, and that's a slide. And bang. The Queen, she's gone. Look at the Queen. Look at you can only see the bottom of her face. Oh, Philip, I've hit the wall.
I was gonna come in with something somber, you know, and you just Philip.
Oh, Philip, I've hit the wall. Oh, bloody hell.
What? Why? Oh, Christian Stockel's had a moment. Sorry. Christian Stockel is in the pits. What has happened to him? Oh, he's going up Reed. Reed, he loses the car at Solman. Wow, and the engine goes poof. So Stockel is now out of the race, and he was running in P4 for the amateurs. Right.
Let's have a look at it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and the engine just immediately went poof. Oh, no.
So, something happened to Copa this lap. Not sure what's happened. The gap is now 6.5 seconds. And I can see what it is. He's had the exact same moment. Did he lose? Did he clip the car? No. He lost the car into the wall at Skyline. But then, wow. The hill is claiming victims left, right, and center. 2 minutes remaining. We have this lap and the final lap to go. And I gotta be honest, Christian Furz had extended that lead, by the way, to 2.5 seconds. Another mistake from Heatrick has cost him, but Furz is just an animal around here. And I say that even against the pros. I think if Christian Furz lined up with the pros, I think he would have given them, some of them, a run for their money. He is, I'm hitting the wood, okay? I'm hitting the wood on my table right now. We cannot curse him.
I feel like you cursed him.
No. I'm not cursing.
Feels like you cursed him. Feels like it.
Well, I haven't.
I mean, he's almost made up 20 places, so... I mean, that's a monumental effort in of itself.
He currently went last to first. I don't think we've ever, and someone will have to correct me on this, I think in the history of the Racing SimRigs World Series, nobody has won both races in their class on a race night. Christian Furs looks to be the first one to do that. But he has to get round the hill one more time. As Chris Daines is about to take the white flag. It is currently 7:51 Australian time in the sim. 8-second lead for Chris Daines. He said before this race that he was going to get taken out. He thought he was down on his luck and he was going to have another unfortunate start to the race. But he's here at the moment. He has the lead as the clock slowly ticks down to 0. This is the final lap in. We'll try and find some battles for you, but right now it's very sparse.
This is the closest battle we have. That is
Daniel Merchant and Mark Bailey.
Yeah.
And I say that's at the back of the field. There's only 12 people on the lead lap.
Only 12 running full stop.
No, there's 13. Leiden Lee is out racing. He literally, with no offense to Leiden, if he does a lap, he's going to gain 1 place, but it's not for his class.
Oh, Liam Ahern, he's gone.
He has gone, and that is the start-finish line? Oh, he clipped the grass.
And the grass. Oh my crikey. Yeah, the grass claims another victim. What's his front end looking like? Oh, that's not looking good. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yep, that's bad. Chris Daines coming down to the chase. He's got a couple corners to go. Makes the chase. Look at it. He can take his time. He can take his time with this. He comes around the chase with no issues. Under the Armorall Bridge. Just 1 corner to go. And Chris Daines will claim victory in race 2. Only 4 pros are still driving. Chris Daines is one of them. He starts to celebrate. Chris Daines, the winner of race 2. Congratulations, Chris.
Oh no, Cobra's coming into the pits.
You what?
He's crossing the line in the pits.
Yes, but does he have to serve a black flag? Is he going to keep that P2?
And here comes Christian Furs.
Yes, he will. And Christian Furs making history.
The only person to win 2 races back to back. Daniel Merchant is still kind of battle. Oh, did he? I thought he just ran out of fuel just then. No, he didn't.
No, he's not going to be able to make it. Jesse Jones, though, he'll make it. Somehow that car, after all the damage, is going to be able to take a P4 in the pros. I mean, the next car in the pros, P5, James Armstrong's in the pits. So, I think it's safe to say that Chris is going to do the jump, don't you? I think he's going to celebrate with the jumps.
While he celebrates with the jumps. Let's go ahead and get those results on your screens. So Chris Daines came first with Oscar Cooper in second. Utman Alawi in third. Christian Furs in fourth. Matt Heatrick in fifth. Connor Beaumont sixth. Simon Dodd seventh. Jesse Jones eighth. Mark Bailey ninth. Daniel Merchant 10th. 11th. Liam Ahern in 12th was Spencer Vick. 13th was Christian Stuckel. 13th also was James Armstrong for some reason. What? And here it goes for the jump. Yoink!
Oh my word! Wow! Come on 4 wheels. Come on. Nah. Oh yes! Yes, on 4 wheels. And Leiden lead does a barrel roll.
Oh, they're going to go for the. I think. Oh, let's see how these guys do.
I just remember there's a camera angle for this.
Yes.
Oh no, how much Dietrich's lost it! Oh, he makes it over! Now what about the RSR guys? Oh! Oh my god!
So,
tell me you saw that!
Oscar Coper makes it over. This how we did it.
Oh my god!
There was a big Bosch rear view mirror, but that won't stop me from looking at it. Away! And the engine died.
Person was sent to the shadow realm.
The engine just literally died as he hit the wall.
Huh. Wow.
Does Jesse Jones make it? Yeah, he does. Oh, and his engine's dead. His engine's not dead? Hello?
Oh, wow. Give the engine in the back of the car, isn't it? Not the front.
Yeah. So,
well,
that was Bathurst. And that's us, our last coverage, well, apart from the American series. But for us commentating, that's the last one before Christmas. It won't be our last for the year. Next week is our last for the year, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, we're doing a New Year's stream, aren't we? The
oh,
finale of the RSR World Series.
Is it a New Year's stream? Oh, it's the 30th.
No, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I apologize. Yeah, I forgot there were 31 days in the month.
But that has been it for us. Very quickly, let's chill ourselves out.
Let's do the shilling, ladies and gentlemen. If you've enjoyed everything you've watched tonight, thank you very much. Hit that like button and the subscribe button if you'd like to see more from us. Underneath is a link to our Discord, our lovely little Discord full of memes. Crispy the Twisted Corvette has now joined our Discord. If you were here last Saturday, you would have known what that is. Again, a link to trackcams22.com as well in the video, underneath the video, sorry, because they provide these fantastic camera shots of the hill and everything you've seen today. Any donations will be greatly appreciated right now, especially for Rob here, who is we are having hardware issues, so it's gonna be a challenge for him. So any donations will be fantastic. If you want to see more, we are not back. We're not back Friday because it's Christmas, so there's no European Sprint Series. We'll be back Sunday with the Huskenveld GT Challenge. Then we're back Wednesday, of course, the finale at Sebring. But I'm not here for the rest of the evening. Rob will be here later with the Americas series. So I will wish you all a very happy holidays, whatever religion you celebrate. So for the final time, before Christmas, I have been Craig King.
I've been Robert O'Brien.
And this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.